Hello everyone, welcome back to another tournament cast. Today we are in the third group stage game versus Ghost Dragon, also known as Host, even though I was the one hosting. He's playing 39th guards and I'm playing Corpus. He picked 39 first, which is an odd pick on this map. And then I pick Corpus, which is an even odder thing to pick into BMP2 div. Why is BMP2 such a unique problem for Corpus? It simply does not, Corpus simply does not have an ATGM that can one-shot the BMP2, unlike like 90% of the divisions in the game. So Corpus uniquely struggles versus BMP2s. It can deal with, Warrior Milans or whatever, right? But Corpus struggles into stuff like this, but it is infantry fights really well. So, my idea was, well, I'm just gonna grind him into the town. That's about it. I'm gonna go over my deployment. So when this is the first game, and so when I saw him like pick 39th, I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So that's like number one, disrespect. And then I decided not to disrespect him, and I thought, you know what, this guy is gonna heal and Su-25 rush me. So I'm just gonna open a MiG-29 and open a bunch of ZSU trucks. Towed ZSU trucks. I opened like 3 and placed them here, here, and here. And I was just gonna beat his helo rush and air rush with this, and then I'm just gonna grind him here. That didn't happen, as you can see. There's no helos or Su-25s there, so that was a big mistake on my part. But you always have to respect 39th. It's honestly really a helo and airspan division more than anything else. So let's just go over my deployment really quickly. Here I'm pretty light. 2 ZSU trucks go here and here to stop any helos or anything. I get here first, so I deploy in the church, and then I deploy 1 Metis here, and then when I deploy 1 recon into this building, and that's about it for this side. Outside to do forward deploy descents, that's it. I basically put a bunch of Commandosi in his thing here. Why Commandosi, they're 8-man squads with 3 PKMs and special forces, so they're pretty fucking insane when it comes to grinding on their infantry. And you're gonna see that they are actually pretty good infantry. I max this squad. You only get 4, but you only really need them for the opener. After which you transition into Nebeski Bereti spam. So that's my deployment. I also deploy recon and ATGMs here to try and cut off this road. And let's see my opponent's deployment. My opponent's deployment, as I said, was completely different from what I expected. It has opened 1 recon helo with 40% ECM. Not gonna help him versus ZSU trucks. ZSU trucks, what can you do? So he is basically just scouting shit to see where I'm going. 3 Rezarka Saperi immediately. Going into these spots, he wants to grind me. 4 Rezarka Saperi. So basically a whole, well, not really a whole card, because he didn't up with them. So just a bunch of Rezarka Saperi. 1 BMP2 PG with the Plumachiki. This thing doesn't have smoke, but has a grenade launcher. This thing can actually get one shot by the ATGM's Corpus has, so it's not a huge deal. A bunch of Saperi RPO, a bunch of Eagles, and 2 UAZ AGS trucks. And all of that is going into the town. Here he gets one 30mm, 1 Plumachiki, and 1 Motoselki Commander. So as you can see, I essentially waste a bunch of points trying to counter something that isn't coming. So that's already bad news for me. Let's speed it up so I actually get into the town, because there's nothing really happening. MiG-29 just orbiting around. Not much happening. This Descents Viadovci, I thought I was gonna get there in time, but looks like not. This MiG-29, it's basically gonna get killed by this Rezarka Saperi instantly, because it just gets boomed by satchels. This MiG-29, kind of hovering too close to the front line, gets killed by the OSA. One of the also reasons why these packed tanked decks are pretty good into Corpus outside of BMP2s is the OSA, because of the anti-heal range, really goated AAPs. Kind of restricts a lot of my stuff. Let's see if this thing actually hits or kills one of the AGS trucks, but the AGS truck starts firing at it, and there is Rezarka Saperi. So a bunch of sappers are here. This I think it's gonna hit the BTR 60. So I'm trading decently at the start. So he's like, you know what, he doesn't have any saperi here. I'm just gonna walk up, and that's probably we're gonna see how that ends up. Nothing's happening here. First tick buy is literally a bunch of Nebereti Saperzi. So he's walking over a field into buildings, and he's getting decimated by the Commandosi. Look at the fucking damage output on these guys. Like, holy shit. And the ZSU trucks that are deployed just outside the town are forcing him to, you know, he has to respect the fire support. So we're in a stalemate here. He gets a Motorstrike commander here, and he gets some more Saperi. Su-22 HE, MiG-29, a boom, and then a beam. So 2 shots, 2 hits. Thank God I decided with my immense skill to hit 2 missiles out of 2 shots. Imagine if I decided to miss, that would be tragic. Zvetka Saperi pushing this stuff out of here, and a bunch of Nebereti Saperzi are going into this town. He is also buying 10 gazillion sappers, because what else is he gonna do? Nothing is happening here, because nothing happens on this side of the map. Malyutka P and the Su-85 are here to try and you know, regain this bush. But since I saw that, you know, I beat his original push into me, I wanted to try and push him out. He tries at the same time another Saperi and Saperi RPO push here. He buys more Saperi, and there's more Saperi coming. So infinite Saperi, he didn't even vet them. Does this get vetted up by the commander? Maybe. So this Saperi RPO just instantly dies to all the Commandosi. As you can see, this is insane Grand Infantry. So let's see the Nebereti Saperzi try and push up. And there's 10 gazillion satchels and everything trying to get it. ZSU here dies to the BMP-2, and the Malyutka P is trying to duel it. It's not gonna work. I get a Sokol here to try and provide rocket cover, but it's not gonna work. He has Iglas here. BMP-2 of course kills the Malyutka, and even the Malyutka hit, it wouldn't kill it. So this push here is kind of beaten. I retreat Nebereti Saperzi here, and they try and get some supply to heal it up. Some Nebeski Peretti coming up here. One PT-76 for this, so he can get the Plamia out. Another PT-76 also trying to get the BMP-2 here, so I'm gonna try and push up the Su-85 to deal with the BMP-2. Another push from him here, and it's also getting decimated by the Commandosi. But this time, you know, it's more successful because he's actually bringing his force in. But the ZSU trucks and T-55 AS is targeting this right here. And then it's gonna go boom and kill 2 infantry. So that's pretty good. This is also insane that you get, but then he buys another bomber, and then this time I don't have a MiG-29 to save me, so all this low HP infantry is gonna go kaboom. So that's bad. This Su-85 is losing a duel to the BMP-2. As you can see, it missed one shot, it gets stunned, hull breached, and killed. So there was some genius who was telling me that the Su-85 can deal with the BMP-2, so here is your live experiment that is not the case. So now that all of my infantry is low HP and I don't have shit to heal it, and he actually has this corner here, he's gonna push me out. I have absolutely nothing to stop him. All of this shit that I have here is basically useless, and they keep buying Su-85s and Nebeski Peretti while he just keeps buying BMPs, and he has more than enough infantry to push me out. These Nebeski Peretti are all gonna die because they're basically cut off. As you can see, a lot of red on the screen here. I do have a 300 point advantage, so I basically need to hold out for 35 minutes. Just hold out for 35 minutes as Korpus, and I win. Gonna see how that works. I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit. He's basically just killing my shit here. There's nothing else happening on the map. This Motorstrike is gonna kill my Nebeski Peretti here because I didn't see that he's moving up. His infantry, and they forget to unload it. Kill issue. Another Sokol bot to basically just stop him from trying to push over on an open road. This Nebeski Peretti completely cut off by this BMP-2. I don't think I can even see it, or maybe I can. I can't, even though I have recon right here. I can push this too close because it's just gonna get igled. And he basically has the advantage. He buys the second recon helo for no reason whatsoever. Because he has one already here, and he just dies to the ZSU, not even the chuck, just normal Tau ZSU. Buys another cube, good, because it's gonna stop my air spam. More BMPs and more Zerka Saperi. So I'm like, I'm just gonna smoke off his fire support and try and get back in here. But as you can see, trying to get back in here is not ideal, because he managed to outgrind me in the town with his with him managing to cut me off here and just getting a bomber here. Should have bought another MiG-29 really, but what can you do? I basically smoke off the OSA accidentally, so I can with the Sokol deal with the Motostrelki. It doesn't have the minimum range to it's stopping it from using the rockets, but this works. And I'm basically trying to walk over an open field, doing nothing. The Yod chuck, not the chuck, the normal Yod also has Trello 2M, so it's not bad. So he's providing all the fire support versus all this shit, and even though it's dying, I don't have the infantry to even get back into this town. There's just too much here, and the BMP2s just get out of the smoke. As you can see, Su-85s are, yeah, they're really good tools to deal with the BMP2. So a few shots and only one hit, and both of them go down. To be fair, there's more than enough BMP2s to stop those Su-85s, but yeah, unlucky. More Nebeski Bereti Saperzi and everything. I'm trying to get back in, but I unload and I'm barely into the town. But there's a lot of Saperi and a lot of fire support that's just gonna stop me. And as you can see, all of my fire support died out. So highly unfortunate to buy an AT plane, kills on BMP, and then I think he dies. Yep. So 2 shots, 2 kills. Big skill issue on my part, and at this point I was desperate. But his BMPs do go down. In the end to the MA24V. This is basically the only ATGM that you can realistically and reliably bring to deal with it, but as you can see, he has a lot of OSAs, so that gets countered by the range. So it's not the most reliable thing. He's trying to get this ATGM out, he's probably gonna succeed. The D20s are one of the advantages here. MA24 rocket goes down, again tries to push into ZSU trucks and dies. Not recommended to try and push up helicopters. And as you can see, I just died out here because there's 10 gazillion Saperi and all the fire support just killed me. And so I basically am like, okay, fuck it, I need to defend. Let's just buy a bunch of Nebeski Bereti and put them in this building so I can get pushed out. As you can see, he has like a critical amount of infantry, and I want to show you this. These flamethrowers deal absolutely 0 damage to enemy infantry. Like this thing here has been firing at this building for like a couple of salvos, and as you can see, it does absolutely no damage. Let's see it fire. No damage done. Not even cohesion. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So never bring this. This unit is fucking worthless. Flamethrower troops are bad in cities, and there's not enough forests for you to justify their use. That was my mistake that I did not know, and I paid it dearly. So I moved this MA24 here to try and snipe these BMP2s that I know are there, and I know that there's gonna be an OC immediately coming, so I push it back. Yeah, he is paying attention. This here is smoked off. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure. I don't think it was me. Okay, whatever. So a bunch of ZSU trucks, a bunch of Birdi, Malyutkas, everything to try and stop the inevitable push that is gonna come. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit because this is literally just the buying phase where he buys a bunch of BMP2s. And I'm trying to buy a bunch of ATGMs. This here is out of Conqueror's LS. Manages to save itself. Thankfully, I buy a peon. Why do I buy a peon? Because this is also the only reliable way that you can kill units as this division. It only has 2 salvo length. And just because of that, it really should go down in price. Like, this is 10 points less than the Malka. Even though it has 1 less salvo length, which is a joke. And it did 2 misses. You need to bring it closer, but I thought, maybe the range 38k is gonna give it the enough accuracy. Not true. When you buy 2 of these, they're fucking deadly though. So his artillery is doing work. and my ATGM wall isn't gonna be enough. So I buy another peon because I see that he is just printing BMPs, and I thought I might be able to stop him with what I have here. That was not true. I should have bought a lot more units, but you know, hindsight. As you can see, this blob here is just gonna Q move at some point. So these peons are gonna start targeting his BMP2s. That was the idea, get him in a grind, and then the only way I can kill his tanks is literally this. Like 2 of these, and the first fucking salvo is gonna stun them, and then the other fucking shell is gonna kill it, hopefully. This Topaz is seen, he has bad stealth. So let's see the peon. Double peon at work versus BMP2s. He's pushing up his infantry into here. As you can see, insta-stun and then insta-kill. MiG-29 up so he doesn't bomb me. He buys another OSA, he has Kub, OSAs and a bunch of Iglas, so it's enough. He pushes a bunch of infantry into one of my Nebeski Berettis. Well, this is like the only place where that LPO thing could have worked. And the Nebeski Beretti are holding fine versus this amount of infantry, but when these guys come into play, it's gonna look rough. Is this just gonna drop the low cohesion, and yeah. So just waiting for his BMP to push. I guess he's not building up anymore. You know, 50 minutes into the game, he hasn't even bought a tank. Shows you about the state of the game currently. But what can you do? I'm not here to complain too much. I just I didn't even play optimally. So I try and get these helicopters around here to help this Nebeski Peretti fucking save himself. I don't know what it should. This is shooting at the fucking supply truck. Okay. Artillery working. Another BMP2 that I see with this recon. He's bombing this building where you don't even have an ATGM. And I'm trying to get this decent CV to get these guys' reload time even lower. So as you can see, one shot it does half HP damage. Stun, kill, and this is on like low HP as well. Lives at 1 HP, that's tragic. Should have lived. T55, I wanted to use it, but it's blocked off by the Conquers, and then because I know the line of sight, I try and get out here before it reloads. This thing should have been in a building, but his push finally starts. He buys 2 tanks for it. He doesn't even wait for them, he just decides to push up his fire support. I did take 2 BMP2s and basically 1 to almost no HP, but it's not enough. Should have bought more ground units. This Su-85 gets side-shotted because he has low off-road speed. And because he's pushing without AA, I'm trying to coke on my way. 2 BMP2s go down. But he really should have just walked 10 gazillion infantry over the open space. Sokol rocket is out of ammo, should have pulled it out. This Mi-24V is also gonna run out, but as you can see, a lot of BMP2s down. He has a lot more coming though. These LPOs are... one is gonna die and then the other is gonna survive. This ZSU is gonna do work on this infantry. But the BMP2s and infantry are never gonna stop coming. Sokol goes down. I retreat this thing to my supply helo. And then let's see what my peons are gonna do, I'm not sure. But he keeps pushing up. He should have just taken all of this infantry and moved it down the lane. But he maybe is waiting for the tanks. I see that he has an OSA here, and I remember telling the peons to shoot. Probably gonna get it. This T-55 AES is getting to infantry here, then I have to retreat it out. ASU-85 trying to provide fire support into here. You see the LPO is actually working really well here. They're just gonna napalm this whole thing. And then the infantry is just gonna die in it. See it going out to try and take some of his AA. One OSA goes down here. And then when I see that he has an OSA here, I'm pretty sure I get the peon. Not there, bro. Whatever. This thing goes down to the fire support. M24V is really lucky that he's dodging ghoster shots. This is not wetted up, so only 55% accuracy. Also one-shots the so-call, and it misses, and it's out of ammo now. So these peons are shot at basically nothing, and now I redirect them to the OSA. T80 down, not down, is pushing up. I have absolutely nothing to deal with this. OSA dies to the peon. And I have no supply, I have to buy another MI6 supply. And I'm out of units, not enough sponge, not enough 80 gems. This Mi-24 is in a good spot to check damage at the T80, but it's not gonna do a lot. Can't really stop a T80 push, especially if it starts missing for no reason. And my recon dies, so I don't even see anything anymore. And he barely managed to win the push here. I try and print garbage inf and everything, but it doesn't work. As you can see, he didn't even push up the rest of his infantry, like, come on. 80 GMs miss hit or whatever. This Mi-24 is in a pretty decent spot to chug out damage, but as you can see, it keeps missing. Unlucky. Igla tries to shoot, doesn't work. This BMP2 is stunned from the ZSU-23. Hilarious gameplay. It's like, what am I watching, bro? Cluster going up, misses and dies. Because I don't have the vision over it. What is this game, man? What is this game? Yeah, as you can see, there's like 2 minutes more. It's pretty obvious who's gonna win. He finally decided to move up 10 gazillion infantry into this, and BMP2s and everything are just cleaning up. So what is the you know, the lesson of this game? Lesson of this game is that I should have picked Fort Mumshutzen that was open, and I would have just won the game. I would have the town grind here would have went the same, but I actually have longer range 80 gems than his BMP2s that can one-shot it, and that's and I should have just done that instead, but I didn't. I was cocky. I decided to pick Korpus into a division that doesn't really that kind of counters with the BMP2s and all the I mean, it's not really grind infantry, but infantry is like enough to supplement the BMP2s, and Korpus really suffers into them. So well played to my opponent, played into my weaknesses and whatever. I surrender it, and that's game 1. As you can see, Descent Commandosi did quite well. T55 AES proved to be crucial in grinding this. Mi-24 killed a lot of BMPs, and this peon is also fucking crucial to try and take out his AA, but the AA is never ending, and his AA was hitting a lot. I really needed that RNG help when it came to air spam, to these SU-22s to dodge, but they didn't. Can't really blame the game. As you can see, BMP2s, and a bunch of BMP2s. D20s did decent, and my slow was shit being sniped by the Conquerors. What can you do? Anyways, that's it for the game. See ya next time.